Hi, this is Michael Nelson. Thanks for dropping by to watch this quick presentation on how to use strategy in your small business or if you're a solopreneur. So first of all, why do we use strategy? Why even bother? And really what we're after here is making sure that we have our strategic themes in place. What do we want the business to be? How do we want the business to work for us as the owner? What are the big goals? What are the aspirations? Does that mean you want to build this business and sell it in 10 years and retire at 50 or 40 or whatever it might be? Do you want to reach as many people as possible and help them do something? Really, what is the purpose of your business and what are those big goals? And here we're talking still about the big notional pieces as the first step, really knowing where you want to go with the business. And then our next step is once we have that in place, and really there should only be one or two of these to keep it under control for us, then we want to consider our goals that will help us reach those bigger goals or themes or aspirations. So if we have a goal to grow the business to have 20 employees and be self-sustaining and be able to sell it in 10 years, and we currently are at a place where we have just ourselves, maybe goal number one is to build enough to have 5 employees in 6 months, and another goal might be to double your business captured every month to get to those 5 employees, and another goal might be to add another service to your repertoire, your stable of offerings that will help you get there. So what we're doing here is we're decomposing those goals from the big goals down to bite-sized chunks, and we want to use SMART goals. And this is just a way of structuring our goals so that we can actually attain them and they're useful to our business and they help drive us to where we want to go. So we want to look at things that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. And all of those things put together will help you construct a goal that you can move towards. You can make a plan to execute so that you reach it. It pertains to your bigger goal. And you know that it's supposed to be done within a period of time. These aren't your big aspirations now. These are the bite-sized chunks that will get you there. So you want to have them bound in time. Then you want to consider your resources. You can't set a bunch of goals that each take 100% of your resources. So you need to really consider, what can I do all at once? If I'm working 30 hours a week delivering service to a client, and I want to target a 40-hour work week, what can I do with those remaining 10 hours? Well, I can do 10 hours worth of work, so I can't set myself goals that will take 20 hours each, for my next 2 goals. So you want to consider everything as a whole as well. And then you want to look at projects. Are your goals projects? And a project is nothing more than something that has a start, an end, and a specific purpose. And again, you know what resources you have to execute that project. And you also have boundaries on the project. So a project might be to accomplish a specific goal, but you're not going to wander all over and you're seeking that goal out. You're going to have some specific boundaries. So if you're going to start a new service, it might be within a specific area, and you'll use those boundaries to kind of start crafting whatever that might be. So once you have all 3 of these goals, and I really recommend you don't have more than 3 goals, so if you can come up with 1 theme and 3 goals from that, you're in great shape so far. Then your next step is to start considering what's your plan to reach those goals as a whole. So now we're talking about all 3 of these goals put together. Remember, if there's only one of you, or even if you have a small staff, you still only have a limited amount of time, a limited amount of resources. So what's your plan to use the time and resources that you have to reach all of your goals? And they can be done all at once, they can be done sequentially, whatever it might be. And this isn't some big binder of information. This is really just a quick plan. I'm going to do this by then, and I've got this resource to do it. And lay it all out, even just on a simple sheet of paper. Here's what I'm going to do by steps, and here's what I'll need to commit to do that. Once you have your plan in place, you're going to take some actions based on that plan. You're going to do things. And those actions are going to lead you to results. Then you'll want to go back and take those results and compare them to your goals. Is it moving you closer to your goal? Is it moving you further away from your goal? Did it move you in some completely unknown direction? And then you want to come back and look at your plan and alter it a little bit and tweak it and continue. And this is a little bit of an ongoing cycle, almost, week to week that you're looking at this. And then the big picture you'll go back and look at maybe quarterly, and maybe you'll review your theme only once a year because it's a big long-term goal. And so this continues on and on constantly. You're always checking to see, am I moving closer to my goals? Can I be more efficient? Do I need to allocate the same amount of resources, or have I reached where I want to go and now I can turn those resources over to, reinforcing the speed that the next goal is executed at, etc. So this is a quick, down and dirty way that you can use strategy, goal setting, and putting together some plans for your business that doesn't take a lot of time. It's quick, it's easy to execute, and it will help you reach your business goals, which then helps you as the business owner reach your goals. And I'll put together a quick template, and I'll make both of these available as a download, the slide that you're currently seeing right now, and then I'll make another one available where I kind of strip some of the things out so that you can just doodle right on it. And you can even use this as a template to set up your planning. What are you trying to reach? And then look back to it and say, okay, am I following this? Are my goals smart? Have I lined up all my resources the way that helps me the most? Do I have everything sequenced correctly? Really simple sanity check on where you're going and whether or not you're getting closer to it, which is really important to us as small business owners because frequently our time is very valuable because we're delivering the work that's resulting in the revenue that allows us to keep the business. So we want all of our tools to really make an impact, be easy to use, and simple. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure that you have at least some sort of strategy in mind for your business as you're going forth. It'll help you reach your goals. Thanks for being with me today. Have a great one. Cheers.